The crown was placed upon my head at dawn. By noon, I had ordered my first execution. And by nightfall, the man I condemned had become my first and greatest teacher. The Grand Vizier, a serpent in silk robes, had presented the evidence with chilling finality. My Sultan, the treasury ledgers do not lie. Hamza, the master of the granaries, has been skimming from the wheat reserves for months. He has grown wealthy, while the people face shortages. The punishment for embezzlement is clear. I, Sultan Khalid, 20 years old and drowning in the sudden ocean of my father's legacy, felt the weight of 1,000 judging eyes. My father, the great Sultan Tariq, had been a legend of wisdom and justice. I was an untested boy with a crown that felt like a leaden helmet. I needed to be strong, decisive. I needed to show them I was not to be trifled with. Bring him before me, I commanded, my voice echoing in the throne room with a force I did not feel. Hamza was not what I expected. He was an old man, his back bent not with guilt, but with what looked like years of labor. His hands were calloused, his robe simple and worn at the edges. He did not cower. He met my gaze with a calm that felt like defiance. The ledgers condemn you, Hamza, I declared, holding up the meticulously falsified pages the vizier had provided. You have stolen from the people's grain. Do you deny it? I deny that it was for myself, your grace, he replied, his voice steady but weary. The law does not care for your reasons, I snapped, the vizier's approving nod fueling my performance. Theft is theft. The punishment is death. The words left my mouth, cold and sharp. A gasp rippled through the court. It was a harsh sentence for a first-time offender of his age, but I was determined to set a precedent. As the guards led him away, Hamza looked back at me, not with hatred, but with a profound, unsettling pity. You rule with the sword, young Khalid, he said, his voice carrying in the sudden silence. But a kingdom built only on the sword will be cut down by it. Your father ruled with the scales. May Allah grant you the wisdom to learn the difference before it is too late. His words haunted me. That night, the feast in my honor tasted of ash. The laughter of the courtiers sounded hollow. The face of the old man, Hamza, floated in my vision, his parting words a thorn in my spirit. The scales, not the sword. My father's most cherished possession had been a simple, perfectly balanced set of scales that sat in his private chamber, not a jeweled sword. Restless, I dismissed my guards and slipped into the city, disguised as a common traveler. I needed to hear the voice of my people, unfiltered by the sycophants of the court. In a narrow alleyway, I found a small tea shop, its owner an aged man with kind eyes.